Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today for another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Senhaix 8800. Now this is a brand new radio that Senhaix have released and it's being sold as a sport radio. So its rugged, waterproof and dustproof design means that it's ideal for outdoor use, camping, hiking, sports and all sorts of things like that. It also supports Bluetooth programming via an app which is Android based. Now I don't have an Android smartphone so I can't show you that in this video, but all the information that you need around that is on the Senhaix website and there's a link in the description below. We're just going to look at the programming for PC and laptop today. So as you can see, the radio is really rugged looking. It is waterproof, dustproof and shatterproof, and it's got raised rubber accents to protect the screen, the base and all the sides, so if you drop it, it will help protect it. Also, in keeping with the outdoor theme, it's got an SOS alarm with red, white and blue emergency SOS lights, as well as a flashlight. And in the package you get the battery, the antenna, the charger, adapter, belt clip and hand strap, and of course a manual. So just to run through some of the top line specs before we look at the radio in a bit more detail, it has a power output of 5 watts. It's got 128 programmable channels which you can assign names to, and it is VHF and UHF, so it's a dual bander, and that will allow you to use it on 2 meters and 70 centimeters. It has things like dual watch, dual standby. It's got the LED flashlight and SOS warning, which I've already talked about. It has things like DTMF tones, PTTID and 1750Hz tones, and it's got an FM radio and it supports encryption. And of course it's programmable via Bluetooth over the app on Android, and of course by a programming cable as well. So if we look at the radio itself, you can see on the front there we've got the screen at the top. It's got a colour screen and it's got the rubber accent around the edge there, which will just help protect it should you drop it. Underneath we've got the rubberized keypad and we've got the speaker in there as well, and this is all sealed because the radio is waterproof. On the side at the top there you can see we've got the flashlight button. If you press this once it turns on the flashlight. If you press it twice it turns on the flashing emergency lights, and if you press and hold it, it will transmit an emergency tone. You see the PTT underneath, it's got 1 and 2 on it because it has a dual PTT because there's 2 VFOs on this radio. And then we've got a programmable function button just underneath that. On the back we've got a couple of belt screws at the top. At the bottom we've got a screw which keeps the battery in place, and then just above that we've got a USB charging port, so you can charge this via USB, and there's an LED indicator there to let you know when the radio is charged. And then on the other side we've got the speaker mic jack, and this doubles up as the programming cable port, and it supports the standard Kenwood and Bofeng style programming cables, so you don't need to go out and buy a new cable. My Bofeng cable worked with this no problem. And then just on the top we've got the LED indicator, we've got the volume control and on-off dial, and we've got the antenna which just screws in via an SMA plug. Okay, so menu operation is quite simple. I'm not going to run through all the menus in detail, but if we press the menu button there, that will bring the menu option up. The first one is radio settings, which covers things like squelch, transmit power, bandwidth, busy channel lockout and timeout timer. The next one is Vox level, so that's all the settings around voice operated transmission. The next one is settings, so in here is battery save settings, dual standby, SOS mode, scan mode, backlight time, keypad beep, Vox delay, menu exit time and keypad auto lock. The next one is CTSS and DCS, so this allows you to select your receive or transmit CTCSS or DCS tones, and you can turn encryption on and off in here as well. We've got frequency mode, which allows you to change the step, the direction of the offset. So if you're using repeaters and the offset amount, so you can select a plus or minus offset or no offset at all there. Next we've got channel storage, which allows you to save channels, delete channels and edit channel names. We've got search frequency, which is basically a CTSS or DCS scan. So if you listen to somebody and you want to know what CTSS or DCS tone they're using, you can turn that on and that will scan. You've got Bluetooth, which you can turn on or off, and that is to program via the app. You've got About the Radio, which gives you the hardware and software version, and then you've got Reset, where you can reset the VFO or you can reset the whole radio. So quite a lot of menu options there, just the usual things that you find in most other radios except the Bluetooth programming. If we press and hold the menu button, that allows us to switch between channel mode and VFO mode. And if we press the exit button, that allows you to select between VFO-A and VFO-B. And of course it's got the dual PTT on the side. Okay, so this is the programming software. As you can see, it's really simple. It's available from Senhaix themselves, and it's just a spreadsheet style software which allows you to just enter all the frequencies you need and read and write to the radio. So I'm not going to cover programming in masses of detail. It's as simple as plugging in your cable into your laptop, plug the other end, the Kenwood or Bofeng style end into the radio, switch the radio on and launch the software, and it really is as simple as that. So what we're going to do now is take the radio up to my local hill, put a couple of calls out and see if we can make any contacts.
M0LX, M0LX, M3HHY mobile, you on frequency, Rodent?
M3HHY mobile, M0LX returning. Good afternoon, mate, how are you doing?
Yeah, not so bad, thanks. I'm just on the Senhaix 8800. It's a little sport radio that they've released. I think I sent you a picture of it, the orange one with the flashing lights. So how's it sounding? I'm on Werneth-Low, you're 5 and 9 up here. Well, 5 and 8, depending on which way I hold the antenna, but I am in the car. But I haven't got my wind reduce muffler thing for the camera, so I can't get out the car. It's quite choppy up here today. Back to you.
Yeah, you fluctuate between a 5 and 7. So I'd give you, 6 and 5, no problems at all. Really good audio. No problems at all with the audio, nice and clear, nice and punchy, nice and loud. Not got the radio up too high, so yeah, it's not sounding bad at all, that. Not bad at all, that's from M0LX.
Yeah, no worries. It seems to receive quite nice, quite bassy audio. Yeah, it's quite a deep audio on it, so quite happy with that. Yeah, it's the sport radio from Senhaix, the 8800. It's waterproof and shatterproof and all that sort of stuff, so just out today testing it. The weather's lovely up here, clear blue sky, nice and warm. So yeah, good day for radio. I'm not sure if you've been on the bands much this morning, but apparently there's 2 metre lift conditions on, so I don't know if you've managed to work anyone. Back to you, M0LX, M3HHY.
Yeah, it's been a really good day on 2 today. Mainly for south for me. Some really good contacts down south. Coming up this way, not much north. Nothing west, a little bit of east. Heard something called Hills on the Air as well. Hema or something he was calling. So obviously a new sort of sport thing going well. Let's go well with them radios. What's the make again? Senhaix, did you say? Senhaix what? E880?
Yeah, Senhaix, Sierra Echo November, Hotel Alpha India X-Ray 8800. It's new. Yeah, it's new. I got it sent a couple of weeks ago, so I've not had a chance to play with it yet. But yeah, HEMA. Yeah, a lot of people doing HEMA activations. It's something to do with hilltops. It's along the lines of SOTA, isn't it? I know a guy on YouTube, driver film shortwave. I forget his name now, but he does a lot of HEMA activations and stuff down in like Shropshire and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, good stuff. I've not had a chance to listen around at home. I might get back to the shack later and have a bit of a listen around, but out tonight, drinks and Chinese, so it depends on time. But yeah, it's a lovely day up here. Absolutely lovely day. Great day for radio. It's just good that we're managing to hang on to that last bit of summer as well, Royden, before the long winter comes in. Back to you.
Yeah, I've been grabbing onto it today. Chilling in the hot tub. I've been out to Anna's for a nice meal. Bit of radio this morning. It's been a cracking day, to be honest. Be a shame to go back to Stockport later, but I've got to go and do a gig with Darren in St. Helens. So yeah, but no, it's good. Oh, it's cracking. I look forward to the video coming out. Have a watch of it. Keep up with what's going on in the world of handy dandies and handy talkies and that sort of stuff. But yeah, what a shame. Dark nights are coming. Winter's back. Gone in a flash again. Gone in a flash. Let's just hope winter goes just as quick.
Yep, M0LX, M3HHY mobile, definitely. Well, that sounds good if you're gigging tonight and stuff. And yeah, I've been out the loop really for sort of like 6 months, so just over 6 months now. So Yeah, it's good to get back into radio. In fact, this is the first time I've been on the radio properly in, well, 6 months. There's planes going over here now. So yeah, it's good to get back on the air. Anyway, Royden, I'll say 7-3. Cheers for the quick test, appreciate that. And we'll catch you further down the log, and enjoy your gig tonight. From M3 HHY Mobile, unless cold, going clear.
M3 HHY Mobile, yeah, welcome back to Shrubby, welcome back to YouTube. It's great to have you back. I can leave Tech Moan alone a little bit now. Alright, 7-3s mate, take care. From M0X now off and clear.
Cheers, Royden, have a good day. M3 HHY. Any other stations on frequency?
Sign for me, please. Yeah, it's Mexico 0, Oscar, Tango, Echo, M0OTE. Heard you calling, just thought I'd rush in the shack and give you a quick shout. Maybe it's Daniel, and we're in Aspel, halfway between Wigan and Horwich. Wonder whereabouts you are. Nice strong signal from you. M0OTE.
Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, you're 5-9 plus to me. I'm not far from Hyde. I'm not far from there. I'm on Idle Hill, the hill's called, and the Maidenhead locator is IO83 X-ray Kilo. I'm doing a human activation. I don't know if you're a chaser. I can give you the details if you are.
Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did in the box below. If you have any comments, suggestions or questions, drop them in there as well. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, make sure you do. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. All my social media links for Instagram and Twitter and Facebook are in the description below, so make sure you check those out. I put all the little bits and pieces on there quite regularly. And all that's left to say is 7-3. Cheers for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.